Everyone said this land was dead, but one old man believed a single seed could change everything. His name was Elias, a 72-year-old farmer who was tired, lonely, and almost completely alone. Everywhere he looked, there was nothing but cracked earth, dead grass, and endless dust. Yet every morning, Elias carried a small bag of seeds into that lifeless valley. People laughed at him and told him nothing would ever grow there. He simply smiled and continued walking. Inside his tiny cabin, he carefully counted every seed he had left, remembering the beautiful green fields and the woman he had once loved. His wife was gone, but her memory gave him one reason to keep going. Every morning, Elias returned to the valley and planted another seed. Then one day, a powerful storm destroyed most of his work. Elias stood in the mud, heartbroken, but when he discovered a few seeds still remaining, he refused to quit. Weeks later, something incredible happened. A tiny green sprout pushed through the cracked earth. Elias stared at it with tears in his eyes, and for the first time in years, he smiled. That was when a young boy named Noah discovered him. Noah looked at the tiny plant and asked why Elias kept planting in a place where nothing could grow. Elias placed a seed in Noah's hand and told him, "Every forest begins with something this small." Noah knelt beside him and began digging. For the first time, Elias wasn't planting alone. Together, the old man and the young boy planted row after row of tiny trees. Slowly, the townspeople noticed the green patches appearing across the valley. Years passed, the trees grew, and Noah grew older, while Elias became weaker. Noah began carrying the heavy water containers, and soon the people who once left began bringing their own tools, buckets, and seeds. Families, children, and farmers joined them, and the entire town began planting together. Then something amazing happened. Birds returned, wildflowers appeared, butterflies filled the air, and the dried creek began flowing again. The dead valley was becoming a forest. Years later, Noah returned as a grown man and found Elias beneath the trees. They embraced, and Elias placed one final seed into Noah's hand, pointed toward the enormous forest, and Noah finally understood the lesson. A small action, repeated with patience for years, had created something far greater than either man could have imagined. When Elias peacefully passed away beneath his favorite tree, Noah carried his final seed into the forest and planted it. Years passed, and a new generation continued the work. The valley became green, beautiful, and full of life. One evening, Noah showed children an old photograph of Elias beside the first tiny tree and told them about the man who refused to give up. The children looked across the enormous forest while holding tiny seeds in their hands. And that is how one old man's small act changed an entire world. Never underestimate a small beginning, because one seed can become a forest, and one person who refuses to give up can inspire generations. Small actions today can create a better world tomorrow.